congratulate Anirudh and Mandar, and of course the entire team of ours, Kesh, all of you, and the other associations that are here. Thank you so very much for being here. And this is the much needed support the restaurant industry has been looking for, and like they say, the aggregators making more money probably than the owners ever did. I come from a small Udupi background, and I know how difficult it was for Dad to manage that through his life. What we took home was just the basics. And जैसे कहते थे ना, दूध खाना पीना वो सब सप्लाई हो जाता था घर में, और हम खा पी के खुश रहते थे. So I think this is one major step that will help all these smaller establishments and individual restaurants to grow. So congrats, and I think there's a AV that's coming, and yeah, so.
Thank you so much, sir. Yes, it is time for the AV. Let's take a look at the AV. Can we please have the lights dim?
Waayu app.
That's where I grew up. That's where I learned everything that I did in my life, and I honestly believe Waayu is, for me, is like the Udupi restaurants that stand in Mumbai, dependable, hygienic, serving everything at the right prices. So I think Waayu is that app that will bridge that, solve the problem that restaurants are facing with aggregators. While the aggregators have done a commendable job, during the pandemic, there was a problem, and they came up with a solution. Now, when the solution has become a problem, you need another solution, and that's why Waayu, and that's why so when somebody is bleeding, if you can stop that bleeding, it'll help a hell of a lot. Which means customers benefit, restaurateurs benefit, the industry overall benefits. It's a very tough place with all the taxes that are there, the property prices, prices of the products itself. The restaurant business is a very, very tough business. You need to work 24/7. When the world is partying, they're serving, they're working, and that's where I come from. When somebody tells me today, Sunil, 32 years in the industry, and you're still like a young, you're enthusiastic child, working, never say no to work, because that's my culture. So thank you to Anirudh and Mandar that they gave me an opportunity to be a part of this, because somewhere down the line, I also feel, I'm contributing in my own way through this app, but it probably make a difference to the industry. And so all I can say is thank you, Ahad, for supporting it. Unbelievable. Thank you to all the associations. I think we all need it. We've all realized it. We couldn't fight them. But somewhere down the line, small beginnings only happen. So if Nitinji has said, now we'll go to Nitinji and say, yeah, Nitinji, we've come up with this. Now you support us further, and I'm sure he will. Likewise in the center. I'm very, very sure, because it's for the people, by the people. You can't go wrong. One India, one people.
Fantastic. Thank you for those wonderful insights. I'm sure that every single person here resonates with your thoughts. May I please now also invite Mr. Sunil Shetty to join.
That will relate to the model, how it started. It started with burning a lot of cash, creating unnecessary burden onto the restaurants. Now they are in the phase of recovering the burned cash, right? So that is where they are bleeding, and that recovery is happening somewhere in the form of commissions. With the model, what we have is pretty sustainable model. Reason being, we are very, again, what you call it a zero cost marketing is the stuff we are doing over here. Restaurant is our brand ambassador, right? Because that's the very source where you can do a lot of branding. It's your existing customer, right? So you're asking your customer to order from some platform, and again, asking to shed a lot of money on every order, right? So we want to take that thing off, right? We have a clear pricing model identified. We have 15 different pricing streams, revenue streams. Again, it's a sustainable model. As I said, we have one-time setup fee for a restaurant and a monthly operating fee. We are not getting into their transactions, but at the same time, we are helping restaurant to grow the business. So the scale is going to bring us more sustainability, more business, and we have the ambassador in the business, which is the restaurants, which will help us to spend in a very result-driven way and bring in more orders, more customers, build loyalty and repeat orders at a phenomenally low cost to keep the margins quite high. And just to tell you, we are cash flow positive from day zero.
And just to add to that, we have 16 different revenue streams which will commence after we hit certain numbers. So we'll definitely do a lot of good business. We're good at that. We're good in technology. We're good in technology commercialization. So we'll do it.
Hello. Yeah, hi sir. Anjani here from News Helpline. Sir, so first of all, I would like to wish you all the best for this wonderful venture. And my question is regarding, since this is somewhere associated to FMCG, and we have seen now one of the biggest problem in the FMCG sector is the shelf life in the logistic is the biggest factor which have been problematic for the startups to survive or the business to survive. So how do you tackle that situation? And itself you have said that your commission is 0%. So will you go for the burn in the market, or how will the survival possible?
So to answer your question, if you look at the current aggregator models, they are also charging delivery fees. And thanks to the delivery partners which are there alongside us, Grab, Dunzo, and the strongest delivery partner which the aggregators are not using, restaurants' own delivery fleet, right? So we have created a flexible delivery model where restaurant can opt for the delivery system what they want. So we'll be adding more and more delivery partners which are strength. And if you look at the delivery market, which is much more mature, even the delivery partners who are operating just as delivery companies are having larger fleet than any aggregators in the business. Just take a case of Amazon is riding on 5 different delivery partners. Earlier Amazon used to do their own deliveries. So same way, we have strong delivery network, delivery partners, and the restaurant's own delivery fleet coming into play. We add a huge chunk of supply as far as delivery network is concerned. Delivery won't be an issue.
Yeah, I would just like to add, traditionally there was business in place, so there was deliveries happening, there was home deliveries happening, in a very traditional way when people used to pick up the phone calls and call up. Still, the online platform may be probably 5 to 7% of the total market traditionally. And so there is a place wherein the business is already happening. You are extending this becomes an extension of the restaurant itself. So it's the marketing arm. There's no middle person out there. That's all they're eliminating. So business will continue to happen. Like Mandar and Anirudh said, they have their own delivery partners. Each restaurants, probably traditionally owned restaurants, have anything between 2 to 15 people as delivery partners. So when they can't suffice that orders, that is when Dunzo and all this come in. So as this market grows, the maturity of the market grows, this will also come in place as it is. So it is not a very new concept. It is just adopting to the new technology and adopting from one way to another. So it is not educating and then putting so much of that is not there in this case.
Sunil sir, I would like to know from you that what would be your first choice of food if you order from Waayu app?
If I order from Waayu app, I have to look for the healthy options. I'm a bad customer for them. So I have to look for healthy options. And when the restaurants are your partners, why worry about anything? That's the most important thing. Everybody talks about cash burn. MSMEs भी है. हमारे बाप दादा भी थे जो रेस्टोरेंट चलाते थे, सक्सेसफुली चलाते थे. बच्चों को एजुकेट किया, उन्होंने सब कुछ किया. आज वो मार्जिन्स बाहर जा रहा है. That has to stop. And the idea is that. So I think if you have to operate like a bootstrapped company, and when you take your restaurateurs as your partners, the customer base is already there. That's what you're looking for. And when you already have that customer base, they are the ones who are going to go out and say, यार मेरे तो 25% बच गया यार, मेरे लिए तो इतना बच गया. Restaurants will start offering their own schemes, to be able to push their food. They can afford to do that now. They can afford to add value to the products that they already have, which will make a huge difference. And in a city like Mumbai, where everybody is working today, be it man, woman, everybody is working. I think the best form of advertising is the customer and the restaurants themselves. Nothing else can get you that kind of reach, and that is this. I think the entire burn factor has been left behind, and the old MSMEs form of business is being adapted, and that's why we'll adjust.
अन्ना जी आपके सामने, अन्ना जी आपके सामने जब जब डिनर टेबल पर होते हैं आप फैमिली के साथ, तब तब वहाँ भी कुछ फूड में हेरा फेरी करते हैं आप, लाइक आतिया, यू, राहुल?
ऑफ कोर्स, इसलिए वायु के साथ जुड़ा हूँ क्योंकि बहुत बड़ी हेरा फेरी होने वाली है। जो जो बाकी के पार्टनर्स वो आप सोचने वाले हैं कि ये तो इतनी बड़ी हेरा फेरी हुई। और याद रखिए, जब मेरे से हेरा फेरी जुड़ता है तो एक पॉजिटिव वे में ही जुड़ा है, हमने एंटरटेन किया हमारे बाकी कोई हेरा फेरी होता नहीं और बाकी हेरा फेरी से जुड़ता नहीं। तो ये हेरा फेरी जरूर होगी, जैसे कि मैंने कहा कि लोग आए, प्रॉब्लम के लिए एक सोल्यूशन दिए, फिर वही प्रॉब्लम बने, फिर हेरा फेरी तो करनी पड़ेगी ना।
Hi, this is Sohail here. With congratulations to all the dignitaries and the entire team of Waayu. मेरा सवाल है कि कभी भी कोई किसी भी तरह का कोई रेवोल्यूशन आता है, जैसे कि let we have these apps, you know, तो it is a tough job, right? From like you know, आपको सब खरीदी करना, रात को भी आप काम करते, सुबह जल्दी उठ जाना, प्रिपरेशन और ऑल दैट, it's a very tough thing like that. तो जहाँ पर ये जब ऐप आता है, डिलीवरी घर पर हो जाती है, तो जो लोग होटल्स में आकर पहले जो डिनर, लंच और व्हाटएवर द मील दे यूज्ड टू एंजॉय, उस चीज़ में भी एक्चुअली काफ़ी फर्क पड़ गया है. आई हैव सीन लाइक देयर आर होटल्स व्हिच हैव क्लोज्ड आल्सो, यू नो. अदर पार्ट लाइक
The F&B and the travel business has grown multi-folds post pandemic. Pandemic के टाइम पे जरूर तकलीफ हुई होगी, और क्योंकि डीप पॉकेट्स होते नहीं हैं, और you know, brands नहीं, इंडिविजुअल ब्रांड्स चलते हैं, फैमिलीज बिजनेसेस चलाती है, बाप बेटे बच्चे मिलकर ये चलाते हैं. I see it only increasing. Because experience जो रेस्टोरेंट का है वो अलग ही है. लोग भी चाहते हैं कि यार घर ऑर्डर करके खाने से अच्छा है कि हम बाहर जाके खाएं. वहाँ के एटमॉस्फेयर आप देखिए, रेस्टोरेंट्स बदल चुके हैं, उनकी इंटीरियर्स बदल चुकी है. और आज अगर F&B एक्सपीरियंस लेंगे आप मुंबई में, शायद न्यूयॉर्क और दुबई और ऐसे जगहों से आप इजीली कंपेयर कर सकते हैं. Whereas we are far cheaper. We are far cheaper in the UK or the US, you know, fine dining or other restaurants. So I don't think this is true. As a matter of fact, at home dining भी increase ही होगा because of apps like these. There could be Waayu, there could be another app that comes. This kind of competition is very welcome, where the beneficiaries are the restaurateurs and the customers both. You know?
I've seen like you know the fine dining what you're talking about. We've seen in you know maybe Andheri area. There are lots of. हर साल में we see one place coming up, and after 1 or 2 years like you see there is another name like that. I don't know exactly.
Somewhere down the line,
lots of like from now.
business plan may not be right. अगर आप ये सोच रहे हैं कि आप ये बिजनेस में आओगे क्योंकि ये चलता है, क्योंकि वो चलता है, ये यहाँ मेहनत बहुत ज़्यादा होती है. आज जो मेरे राइट में बैठे हो दिन भर सुबह 5 बजे चालू करते होंगे, रात को 12 बजे तक. मैं आज 100 इंडस्ट्री में अगर टिका हूँ पिछले 30 साल से, इट्स बिकॉज ऑफ माई स्कूलिंग फ्रॉम द हॉस्पिटैलिटी इंडस्ट्री. क्योंकि हमारे लिए कुछ गलत था ही नहीं. मेरे लिए सर्व करना गलत था नहीं, मेरे लिए कस्टमर्स को लिए दरवाजा खोलना गलत था ही नहीं. अगर कोई मुझे गाली देकर जाता था, पिताजी हमेशा कहते थे कुछ बोलना मत उसको, क्योंकि हमारी ऑडियंस थी जो कैप्टिव ऑडियंस थी, एक एरिया की थी. बाहर से लोग हमारे लिए वहाँ नहीं आते थे. तो अगर उसने मुझे कुछ कहा और मैं उससे चिढ़ गया तो मेरा एक कस्टमर कम होता था. तो हमने हमेशा कस्टमर एक्वायर करने के लिए सीखा, हमने झुक के काम करना सीखा हुआ. आई थिंक दैट्स व्हाट द हॉस्पिटैलिटी इंडस्ट्री टीचेस यू. एंड ओनली इफ यू हैव दैट काइंड ऑफ अ माइंडसेट कि नहीं मैं मेहनत करूंगा और आज टेक्नोलॉजी के द्वारा और भी आगे बढ़ूंगा, यू कैन सर्वाइव. वैसे तो हर बिजनेसेस में लोग खुलते हैं और बंद होते हैं, फिल्में कितनी बनती हैं, फिल्में कितनी अटकी पड़ी हुई है, लेकिन रिलीज वही होता है जो अच्छे होते हैं. So I think it's a part and parcel of every business. I don't believe. I believe this is the best period for this industry, and I pray that there are a lot more apps like Waayu that come and follow this method and say, you know what, revenue streams अलग कर लेंगे, memberships कर लेंगे, लेकिन 30% की मार्जिन है, 30% शायद ही मार्जिन है, वही आप लेकर जा रहे हो, तो आप क्या लोगे? जैसे कि मैंने कहा, हम लोग सर्वाइव होते थे क्योंकि घर से दूध, आई मीन रेस्टोरेंट से दूध, रेस्टोरेंट से चावल, रेस्टोरेंट से वेजिटेबल, रेस्टोरेंट से सब कुछ आता था। तो पिताजी को एक चीज़ पता था कि फैमिली मेरी भूखी नहीं रहेगी, बाकी एजुकेशन के लिए प्रोवाइड करना था, जिसके लिए वो मेहनत करते थे। दैट्स व्हाई आई हैव ऑलवेज अप्रिशिएटेड एवरीथिंग इन माय लाइफ।
Hi, Kabir here from Entrepreneur India. First of all, congratulations to the founders for getting our very own notification as the brand ambassador. Now, a question for the co-founders. You know, you're going against the giants in the industry. So, was there a time when people would come up to you and say that, you know, you're taking up a very big challenge? What was that like?
Yes, as you rightly said, it's a very big challenge, but the important difference is your restaurateurs are from our side, right? We're not on outside. The representation is coming from restaurants. So that's the very difference. We're not a third party, we're not an external player. We are an extended arm, sir, as rightly always says that. We are an extended arm to the restaurant. So that plays a very different role, that you don't have to spend on acquiring restaurants, right? So you're standing alongside restaurants. So the restaurant acquisition costs go down. So for customers, if you take any restaurant in Mumbai, the ones which are attached to Waayu, these are iconic, right? So forget about restaurant, the dishes are famous. So footfall is tremendous. So we have a lot of dots to connect, right? And that too will be connecting at a very low or zero marketing kind of budget, which definitely drives us. And with Sunil sir in place, right? So we got that mileage. If you look at the aggregators, they're bleeding. They are in a place. One of them already have hit quite badly in the share market. Second is on the verge of getting. And nobody is making profits. Okay, still, in spite of doing that, it's not a sustainable model. And compared to us, we are.
And how much bearing do you think it will have on the WTC final in his absence?
I think India has got a great team, and these things continue to happen. I guess we all have to pray for his speedy recovery. He gets into surgery tomorrow and should be back soon and fighting. He's a sportsman, he plays for the country, so country above everything else. And I think no individual player is bigger than the country. So WTC India has got a phenomenal team, an unbelievable amount of talent sitting on that bench there. So maybe it's that one more opportunity, you know, for another boy to go there and shine. Rahul got the opportunity in the same way. I want everybody to pray for his recovery. That's about it.
Thank you.
Hi, Samir here from Movie Talkies. Sunil, yeah. Sir, celebrities, you know, are often blamed for, you know, endorsing brands if something goes wrong. So, what are your thoughts, you know, because you are one of those celebrities who hasn't, you know, endorsed any wrong thing yet. And secondly, since you are the man who would, you know, masses connect to, आप कैसे कहना चाहोगे how safe is Waayu app for them?
I mean, first of all, I've been lucky that nothing's gone wrong with any of the brands I've endorsed. It's also about a lot of luck. We go with a lot of faith. Everybody believes that what you're doing is probably right. See, I've never seen money over anything else. For me, money has never been important. The brand has been important. I may be wrong. I might make the wrong choices. But if you tell me ये करना, I'm very clear कि मेरे पास लाना भी मत. मैं बात भी नहीं करूँगा. लेकिन ये क्या है, मैं इस इंडस्ट्री को मैंने हमेशा बिलोंग किया, मेरे पिताजी ने बिलोंग किया हुआ। यहाँ मैं देख रहा हूँ कि एक बहुत बड़ी प्रॉब्लम है, वो सॉल्व हो रही है। और स्टार्टअप, और इसका मतलब ही ये है कि जब आपको एक प्रॉब्लम दिखाई देती है, वही आपकी अपॉर्चुनिटी है। क्या उसे आप सॉल्व कर सकते हो, कैसे सॉल्व कर सकते हो, वो आपके टेक पे, आपके मैनेजमेंट पे बेस्ड है। यहाँ एक छोटी सी टीम है, एक बहुत ही पॉजिटिव कंजर्वेटिव टीम, लेकिन पॉजिटिव टीम है। और साथ साथ जब एस्टैब्लिशमेंट्स ही आपके पार्टनर्स हैं, वो तो 30% पार्टनर्स ही हुए ना, क्योंकि वो ही उनकी बचत भी है, और उससे ना ही वो अपने कस्टमर्स को फायदा दे सकते हैं, लेकिन अपने रेस्टोरेंट्स के अपग्रेडिंग की भी बात कर सकते हैं कंटिन्यूसली। तो एक बहुत बड़ा मार्जिन है कि उसी मार्जिन पे तो सब कुछ बसा हुआ है F&B इंडस्ट्री में. सो आई थिंक इट्स अ नो ब्रेनर. अगर फेल भी हुए तो दोबारा कोशिश करेंगे, कुछ और करेंगे. जहाँ that's why I hats off to Anirudh, Mandar, Anna sitting here, Sukesh, for believing that they can make that change. And it's because it's only belief that can do it. And it's already happening. 1,000+ restaurateurs already है. और अगर आप जैसे कस्टमर्स हुए, आप लोगों ने इसे encourage किया, तो हो जाएगा. आज रेस्टोरेंट बॉयज की बात कर रहे हैं. मैं बोला आप हम डब्बे वाले को क्यों नहीं इन्वॉल्व करते? उनकी बहुत बड़ी टीम है. क्यों वो नहीं बन सकते वो लोग जो डिलीवरी सिस्टम को हैंडल कर सकते हैं? दे हैव बीन द बैकबोन ऑफ ऑफ मुंबई. तो आई थिंक बहुत सारी चीज़ें हैं जो एक एक करके हम इन्वॉल्व कर सकते हैं और इसे ग्रो कर सकते हैं. लेकिन इसमें सबकी ज़रूरत होती है. एंड लाइक आई सेड, कैश बर्न को अगर हम अवॉइड करके कैश पॉजिटिव चले और एक MSME की माइंडसेट से हम चले, आई डोंट थिंक व्हाई वी कैन गो रॉन्ग.
Hello. Yeah.